YouTube automation earned me this and over $200,000 in 12 months. Now let me put this away, it's kind of in a way. So why this is showing $120,000 instead of 200 is simply because you can make at least twice as much if you set up your channel right, and you don't have to depend only on the AdSense revenue. Also, this is not my only channel and I got quite a few of them. So is it the best time now to start YouTube automation channel, or you are simply too late, all due to the upcoming YouTube policy changes? Or you should be doing that simply because YouTube recently changed the algorithm and it's constantly pushing smaller channels. Which one is it? Is it the best time or is simply too late? Also, what is a real unfiltered truth about YouTube automation? Well, YouTube automation can be very, very profitable. You can start it fairly easy with very minimal investment and make bunch of money quickly. But that can only happen if you know the whole picture, and it can also be total waste of time if you don't know what you are doing. Let's start with the upcoming updates you will hear a lot of noise on YouTube about. So is it really something very, very new? Well, not quite. If we look on YouTube policies, that you will see that in terms of monetization, they will review your channel and they will look for reused repetitive content. So that's nothing new. You are not allowed to use something on YouTube to get monetized if you have reused content, and that includes videos, channel descriptions, video titles, video descriptions, all sorts of things that are already on YouTube. And reused content doesn't apply only to the other channels that you might be taking content from. You also cannot reuse your own content multiple times. Simply because your video is doing well, you cannot re-upload it on YouTube and publish it again as a fresh content. That still classifies as reused content. So there are lots of information that you can already find on YouTube policies about reused and repetitive content. Now, what everybody is freaking out a bit is more about identifying mass produced and repetitious content. This update will better reflect what is inauthentic content. So, as you can even see here, YouTube has always required creators to upload original and authentic content. So, you can't simply mass produce the same video over and over, or just use a couple of pictures, stick them together and call it as original content and publish it on YouTube and then hope to get monetized and make a bunch of money. That's just not how it works. With that being said, these updates are not talking about restricting of you using the AI or using YouTube automation. While you will find a lot of information and videos on YouTube, and some of those so-called gurus will tell you that you will get demonetized, you will not be able to monetize, but I know what I'm doing. So go ahead, buy my course, subscribe to my programs, pay me lots of money, and you will be fine. That's not the case. You really need to use kind of common sense here. Read what these policies are talking about. And of course, as I said before, you have never been allowed to reuse the content on YouTube. And this mass production is more related to the repetitive content that can be done used by using AI very quickly. So you can upload like 20 videos per day on the YouTube. They all will just gonna contain basically the same stuff, very low effort video. So of course, if you are not providing value and you just producing, basically spamming YouTube, you will not get monetized, and that's not anything new. And if we are talking about being demonetized or having troubles with monetization, that's already happening now, and the channels are getting demonetized. And again, you will have a higher risk of getting demonetized if you are in some specific niches. So to avoid that, you can head to my free community. If you come to the classroom and under this program here, under the market focus, you will see the list of the niches that we recommend that are in a high CPM, and you won't have trouble of monetizing or becoming demonetized if you stick with these niches right here. And by all means, I am not trying to throw a shade on some of these YouTube creators who are posting these videos And there are some good programs and courses out there, and maybe I have may or may not purchase some myself back in the day when I started YouTube in 2021 or 2022. And I do believe that investing in yourself is the best investment that you can make, and that includes investing in your knowledge. However, there's a lot of noise and a lot of kind of fear installment in you just because YouTube is updating some policies. So just bear all of that in mind. Another thing is why some of these YouTube channels fail and don't get to monetization anyway is the burnout. I remember myself starting YouTube this 4 years ago, more than 4 years ago, and trying to juggle the busy life, having family, having three little children, having the house, having the full-time work and everything, all the responsibilities together is hard. To start YouTube while doing all of that is hard. And the reason why I stopped doing my personal channel doing then, it was just simply the burnout. It's only as long as you can go without sleeping more than a couple of hours per night. It's just not sustainable. It's just not doable in the long term. So once I stopped my personal channel and move into the Faceless and then move into the YouTube and automation, that opened a totally different door and opportunities for me. However, then I wasn't really doing YouTube automation. I was doing more something that I would like to call expensive outsourcing. So instead of automating and using AI as I'm doing it now, I was using the freelancers and hiring the freelancing team. So I had a large team at some point. I even had a personal assistant to manage the team simply because we produced so much content and there was so much back and forth going involved with setting up the project, sending them over to the editors, then receiving them back. Then I wasn't happy with something, then I have to, send them back again. They would then return it back again, the modified version. You know what I'm getting with that. And it was very hard actually to find the good freelancers that can fully understand what I'm saying and what I want to achieve with my video. And obviously, you want to also save money, so you hire people from different countries where perhaps you can get the job done cheaper, but you have to input more effort into achieving that quality in the end of the day. So by doing that, again, I did produce results. We made money, but I was totally burned out again. It was just time consuming and it was too difficult to pull it off in a long term. So I took a break and stepped away from YouTube, used the money that we got, reinvested in other business opportunities, just traveled around and took a break. Now to come back in 2025, we went back into the YouTube automation. And when I say we, it's me and my best friend, my husband, Austin, that you might have seen on this channel as well. And we then went into this YouTube automation by more using the AI and simplifying the entire process that I'm just about to show you in a second. So if you haven't guessed it yet, the burnout and unrealistic expectations are two of the major things that are negative side of the YouTube automation. And I believe that automation itself as a term is quite misleading. It's not like you can just automate everything with a single, click of the button. You still have to put your efforts in, you still have to work consistently. And yes, now in 2025, by using the AI is so much quicker, simpler, easier, and cheaper than to do it, a couple of years ago. Like we used to spend about $100 per one video production. Now we are able to do it, and that would took us about a week. Now we are able to do it to produce one video. Now we are able to do it in less than an hour by ourselves, and we spend about less than $3 per one video. So you see the massive difference. Yet you still need to input your effort and work with it. So you need to work and actually have the mindset to achieving these results and goals and input this work consistently. You can just sit one day, produce the video, post it on the YouTube, and then come back in 2 weeks, put another one, and then in the end of the month you think, what is happening and why I still haven't make anything, why I'm still not monetized, why I'm not earning as much as these gurus are telling me I could potentially earn from YouTube. And yes, you can. If we fast forward here on 2025, you can see, yes, the same strategies are still working It's just different tools that we are using right now. And speaking of tools, let's dive in into the whole process how you can automate YouTube and make money with it. And I will give you two options for each of these steps: paid one and a free one. Obviously, with the paid one, you will be able to produce more and it will be more convenient, but you can still do it without investing anything as well. Okay, so let's head on to the first step, and that's creating your video script. So first, we will not gonna reinvent the wheel. We will look for something that is already working, and do not be afraid to copy of some of the competitors that are fairly large channels. So for example, business basics. Okay, if we look on the latest videos that this channel posted, so this video kind of stands out. 4 days ago, still getting 4,000 views per hour. It's outperforming. You can see these scores if you install free vidIQ extensions onto your browser. So let's say I want to do this video. So let's open it up so we can get the video URL. To get started, head to the dashboard. Then click on create a blog post, and then you can paste your YouTube URL. Now, from these other options here, I would first of all recommend for you to coming down on a writing style and select the point of view. Point of view as a third person. You using this for the faceless channel, so you don't want to say I, you, or whatever. It has to be coming as from the third person, right? Unless you're using some sort of avatar, then you can just leave it auto and it will pick it up from the original video. Now for to the tone, we can select something like energetic or friendly. And then all these other options here, you don't really need any chapters, you don't need any links or visuals or anything like that, simply because we are generating the script, not actual, blog post. You can also add some custom instructions and prompts right here. And again, if you head to my free community, you will find a custom prompt available there that you can use not just for video to blog, but also for any AI tools you are using to generate your script. And then you can also specify how long you want your script to be. You have to upgrade for the paid version if you want it to be around 1500 words. Of course, you want your video to be around at least 8 minutes, maybe longer than that, to make sure that you can insert the mid-roll ads. So you would select this medium option unless you're producing something really long that's longer than 2500. So select this. Once you have done all your selection, you can also save this as a template, and then next time when you come here, you will be able just to select it as your template, and you don't have to go again through all the options manually. So once you are done, simply click on create blog post, and it will generate you the script, the blog post from this video, and it will not be the direct transcription. So we are not copying the the video transcription, the video that we just use as a for reference. We are not copying the text from this video. We're using the information that is found on that video to create another unique version of the script. Okay, so it will take a few seconds and your script will be done. Alternative free version would be, of course, to use either ChatGPT, Gemini, or any other AI tool. Now, I prefer Gemini, and what I would do, simply ask to transcribe the video from this URL that I will gonna be providing. And then, depending on the mood Gemini is on that particular day, you might need to reprompt it again and ask for the same thing, as it just told me that this video is already transcribed and he cannot transcribe it. And then when prompted again with the same video, it actually gave me the transcription with the timestamps. Now, these timestamps are not essential, they are not needed. But what's needed now is for you to ask to Gemini now provide you unique script based on the information that is provided in this transcription. Okay, and as I said to you, on our community you can get more prompt already done for you, how you can simplify this whole process by reusing the prompt, because you want to provide and ask, you want to provide more details to ask for better quality script. But essentially then you have the transcription, and then you can prompt and ask for the unique version by using this information for Gemini then to create you another script. Now Gemini got confused here and asked why I need the transcription to do that, which it's just clearly here above. And then finally it gives me another again version of the script by showing the inputting some scenes and what narrators are saying. And again, you would then need to prompt again and saying, no, I just need simple text for the voiceover. And then here you go. Finally, we got to the end and we have the script. So as you can see, this might be a little bit more time consuming. You can speed it up if you have already done a more detailed prompts that you can be used. But this is alternative and this is the free version how you can then get the script based on one of your competitors' videos. Moving on to the voiceovers. Again, you have two options. Number one that we recommend and highly suggest is to use 11 Labs simply because they have a really large library of professional voices. Now, bear in mind, you cannot come here straight away and generate the whole script by selecting one voice if you're just testing out the voices. That will just eat all your characters. Instead, come to the text to speech first instead of going to the studio, and then input very small text from your script. Let's say we just want to put maybe only that much, and then you can test it out and see how it will sound in different voices. So let's say we have selected this text and we would like to apply perhaps this voice. Then you can generate and listen how it would sound.
Have you ever picked up an iPhone and noticed it says, designed in California, assembled in China?
Okay, we have another version here.
Have you ever picked up an iPhone and noticed it says, designed in California, assembled in
A
China?
bit more enhanced. So you can play around here, or you can simply come to the voices library and listen the samples from different voices. So if you come on the voices, you can also then select filters. You can select specific gender, specific language. So for example, we would like a category of conventional and we would like male, perhaps middle age, and that's pretty much it. Apply the filters and then you will see only the voices that are matching your filter selection. So for example, this one again, you can just listen here.
Hey there and welcome. Grab a coffee, settle in and relax. And let's chat about this.
Yeah, okay. So select some voices, you can then add them to your voices, and then you can apply a voice on your studio when you're pasting your voiceover. And as we just generate text to speech, the same thing applies for your whole script. It's just literally a couple of clicks and your voiceover is ready and you can download it from here. Now the free version would be to use a CapCut and the voices that are inbuilt within it. Again, you just need your script, you head to the CapCut, come on create AI voiceovers from the text or audio, click on create new, paste your script. Let's paste the small chunk that we are using, and let's
Hi
listen to some
there.
voices here.
Feel free to enter your text here and select a voice to try it out. You can also upload a video or audio file. We support.
Great. So let's say we would like this voice and simply click on generate. Again, it will take you a couple of seconds and your voiceover is done and you can simply download it. So that's a free option. If you don't want to don't have a budget for the 11 labs, you can also use this tool to generate your voiceovers. So we have done our script, our voiceover. Let's go ahead and edit our video. Pictory is the tool that I would use for video editing. Now, if you want to stay with the free version, then you would just remain on a CapCut and you can edit video there first and then apply the voiceover. Now, I use Pictory because I just love the speed and the simplicity of it. All you need to do is to paste your script. It will automatically generate the scenes from the stock library that's available here, and then you just simply download your video. You can also apply some background music, and you also have access on some of the standard 11 lab voices as well. So if you find the voice on Pictory that matches the tone, your niche, that what you're trying to achieve with your video, you don't even need to have your voiceover done outside of it. You can just do everything together. Now, this is the pricing of a Pictory that starts from $12 per month. If you use my link in this video description, You can also use a 20% discount code lifetime for any of these premium subscriptions for you. Just use the link and apply the discount code at the checkout to save you 20% off. Now, when you come to Pictory, you have several options how you can start your videos. You can use URLs, you can use images, you can use PowerPoints, you can just record your voice. You can also use AI video editor if you have some videos already that you want to combine together. Now, we are using text to video tool to generate our script into the video. So what you do is simply paste your text, and all these selections for the scenes we just leave all of them on because we want new scene on each sentence, also on the line breaks. AI can highlight our keywords that will be also highlighted in the caption. And of course, we want these visuals to be selected. If you don't want to go and do that manually, you can also select your ratio. As we are doing long form content for YouTube, we're going to leave it as a 16:9. But you also have options to do shorts or even something that is in a square, something for Instagram, for example. And then if you're working with several brands, you can change your brand settings. We don't essentially touch that. There is nothing that we want to apply for each video, like specific brand markings or whatsoever. So once your text is in, you can then click on generate the video. And it will take a couple of minutes depending of the length of your text for Pictory to then generate the scenes and matching B-rolls, videos, images to your script. It will then split your script into the small chunks, and then you can manually review them if you are happy with the AI selection. And the majority of time, it's perfectly fine and you don't need to make any adjustments. Now, of course, we do recommend going through entire video just to make sure you also input this, as I like to call it, human touch, making your video a bit more unique. Now, I will not gonna go in a full tutorial of a Pictory in this video. This video I feel like already getting way too long. If you would like to see full video tutorial of Pictory, let me know down below in the comments, or you can also find it on my free community, is there as well. So from here, once you're happy with all your scenes, as I said, you can select background music from the audio tab, upload your own voiceover, or check if any of the existing voices available here matching to your video style. You can do that as well. And once you're happy and ready to download your video, simply click on download. Again, it may take a few minutes depending on the length of your video. You will also get email notification, and you can then download the video either from the Pictory or from your email as well. So you have options how to work with it. Now, once that's done, of course, you need to upload your video, you need to schedule your video, write the title, description, optimize it with the tags and keywords, schedule in the right time, and also create very high CTR thumbnail. It doesn't matter how great is your video and how much time you have spent here on a Pictory or producing your video. If your thumbnail is not able to stop the scroll, your video won't get the views. The video packaging matters the most. We talk about that, and we have some thumbnail templates in our free community. You can head there to check them out. Now, with all of that being said, another harsh truth about YouTube automation is that your mindset matters. And as much as you wouldn't like to hear that, you cannot achieve results like this if your mindset is not in the right place. Let me put it that way. You do need to treat YouTube as a serious business asset, because it is, and it can become your passive income. We have a couple of evergreen channels where we have posted videos 3-4 years ago, and they still generate us income simply because they are able to attract search traffic on YouTube. Don't forget that the YouTube is a search engine, so you can still attract traffic from the search by ranking on some specific keywords. And at the same time, again, the majority of the money on YouTube that we're making now from YouTube automation is on the trending topics. So they do die down, but they produce high earnings on the spot, if that makes sense. So there is always that balance of evergreen content that can potentially produce you less income every single month, but it's ongoing, and it can be ongoing for years, and we have experience with that as well. Or you can produce higher income instantly on the spot, but that will then die down, meaning that you do need to again produce new content that is trending to just stay in this loop. So there is the balance, and that is really like what is your main goal on the YouTube and how you want to invest your time in this video production. So about this and about your mindset, everything is covered in a free community. Is there anything that you want to for me to make next video about? Let me know down below in the comments. Just remember, YouTube automation can be very profitable. If you don't know what you're doing, it can be waste of time, but always set your mind right that you still need to input your work, your effort, stay consistent, and you will succeed. I hope to see you in the community and we will speak there.